Welcome to class today. I I'm so happy to be alive. How are you all doing? Ah! Thanks for the thumbs up. Y'all are so nice. I have the best friends here on YouTube. Okay, we got enough light here. Woo! All right, well here we are on another Wednesday at 1:30. Aviva sings out and let's let our hair down. Let's relax together. Let's do a little head massage together. Get some circulation going in here. Open up our brains, open up our minds, open up to the divine together. Let's warm up. Let's warm up. If this is new for you, hi, I'm Aviva. Welcome to my channel. Um, I love life. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life. I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for your highest good. Because you got a purpose here. You belong here. You're special. You connect in a special way to different people. Scribbles and I are here together. How's it going, homies? And yeah, we are ready to break down what it means to pace ourselves. And I kind of wanted to serenade with you all. I might do that in a little bit. Um, yeah. So, what does it mean to pace ourselves? Because some people don't like the words slow down. They don't like the words calm down. Because they're like ready, they're amped up and they're ready to go. I'm like, don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to slow down. I'm the rabbit hopping along. Don't tortoise me. Don't hold me back. But when you hear the words pace yourself, it has like a different connotation. It's like you're still getting something done. You're just pacing yourself. And pacing yourself doesn't even necessarily mean slow down. It means get a steady rhythm. Don't blow out your engine. Don't burn all the fuel at once. You know, think about this metaphor. Thanks for the thumbs up. Think about this analogy. This is my favorite, even though I just came up with it. I've experienced it a lot. Okay, when we're watering our plants, right? Why do we use watering cans instead of a bucket? F it. I'm going to use a bucket. You know why? Because if you pour a bunch of water on a plant, like boom, it's going to like overflow and it's not going to percolate and it's going to create like a weird texture in the soil or even a hardened texture in the soil the soil. But if you do like a watering can, which has a bunch of little streams of water, and it just kind of like, or like little raindrops, it actually almost massages the soil at the same time. So you can think about pacing yourself as massaging yourself. And so you could think about rushing as pouring a bucket of water on yourself. I need this water really quickly or I'm going to die because I'm dehydrated. Okay, but if you took it slowly, then each cell would absorb it better. Hi, branches. So again, pacing yourself is like massaging yourself. So, metaphorically, if you're working out and getting massaged at the same time, in a way, then your muscles won't be in as much pain. If you are massaging yourself while you're walking, then you won't pull a muscle as easily. If you're massaging yourself while you're doing your paperwork, because you're pacing yourself, which is like a massage, then you're not stressing out as much. So, pacing yourself is not about slowing down, it's about spreading out. It's like swimming. It's like spreading your energy out so you can get more done in the same amount of time. So you can get more done efficiently. So you can breathe more, so you can get more done in a healthy way, so you don't kill yourself doing it. Pacing yourself actually creates space for yourself. So pacing yourself is spacing yourself. And it's putting yourself in space and it's claiming your sacred space. So pacing yourself is giving space for yourself to shine through. Same analogy with dripping water on a with a watering can on your beautiful garden, which is you, instead of just a bucket of water, which might shock you. And that leads me to another point, is that if you are shocked, which all of us get shocked actually from rushing, we actually get traumatized. There's actually a vibration of shock, which some of us might thrive on. Adrenaline rush. Let's shock this. Let's shock that. Boing, boing, boing. Let's electrocute it so we can get some electricity flowing so we can get it done. Here I am, Superman, Superwoman. I'm electrified, but are you shocked? Okay. So if you're shocked, your brain gets fried and you get confused and you don't know what to do next. You don't know how to even answer the phone or respond to people because you're in this state of shock where you just need to be shocked more in order to get things done. And so when you're percolating, you are gently able to keep the energy flowing without getting shocked, without flooding the gates. Like if you have too much gasoline in the car, it's like you shock the system. Ooh, pouring cold water across your shoulders is nice and relaxing sounding. Maybe it will get you out of shock. There's a Bach flower essence called clematis that gets you out of shock. So if you just get that 5 rescue remedy blend and you're able to just spray it on yourself while you're doing these difficult tasks, that's one way to pace yourself. Basically, every single vibrational therapy that I offer, including these free Qigong classes, help you pace yourself. They help you get into a vibration of love. They help you get into a vibration of groundedness, the opposite of shock. And so when you get into this vibration, it's similar to having that self control easily. So this is actually definitely a continuation of our Monday class, which talks about resisting temptation versus actually developing these healthy habits and how the healthy habit and the self-discipline creates this like Fibonacci spiral out of the destructive loop of linear control. So pacing yourself is a form of self-discipline. One very simple example, not even a metaphor, but a pure example, is using a metronome when you practice music. So when you hear the metronome, and let me lower this so I'm not, when you hear this, okay, there's something soothing about it as you practice because you no longer are dependent on your inner perception of beat, but you have a guide. It's like having a hug. It's like having an audience clap for you. It's like someone holding your space. It helps you rap. It helps you sing. It helps you practice. It helps you have a guideline, something to strive for, a direction, a goal. And it keeps you at a pace because you might want to rush as a musician, and then you lose that yummy, yummy moment in time where you don't have to rush because you have these boundaries, you have these barriers that say, "I can hold your water. I can keep it flowing. I can keep it full. I can keep your cup full." Thanks for the thumbs up, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Having a pace. Take a breather, yes. Before you say, I can't do something, say, how do I create a rhythm for it? You know? Literally, before you say, I can't get that water all the way from Mississippi to New Orleans, well, I am sure that that water can find a way to find a stream to get there, just like you can find a way to get a stream of water going towards your dreams, towards your goals. You don't have to ever feel stuck because once you create that pace, what are you doing also? Once you create a rhythm, what are you doing? You're sculpting the time space continuum to manifest your energy going in a certain direction. So you're doing this rhythm because what happens when you hammer a nail? The nail's going further and further in the wall, but you have the same pace. You didn't change your pace, but you made something move somewhere with that pace. If I had a knife and I was digging in dirt or a shovel, every time I did that, I would go deeper and deeper, but the pace was the same. If you just get frustrated because you stick a big shovel in the ground and it's so hard that you can't get it in, and then you give up, but what if you pour some water on it and then just get a pace and slowly that clay softens? So that's what I'm talking about. Instead of saying you can't, say, wait, let me slow down and like correct this thought, correct this lie. And instead of saying, I can't do it, you can say, I can't do it right now, but how do I get there? Rome was not built in a day. Before you decide to check your email, check your Facebook, check your text messages, check your calls, first check and see if God's got a message for you. If you have a message for you from your heart, that's the most important text to be communicated with when you start the day. Some people like need that external vibration. They need like someone to answer to, someone to talk back to, someone to answer them. Instead of realizing that inspiration is knocking on their door every minute. We need to pace ourselves before we connect with other people. Slow down and really connect with the gold that we have inside. Set that metronome and start practicing. Start practicing our self discipline, music, dancing, writing, whatever it is. Get that joy flowing. That joy will flow as you connect with what you know, as you express with the gifts that you have right here at your fingertips at all times. What's your intention? Why do you want to check your messages? Are you looking for validation? Are you looking to just work and get something done? Clear your mind so that you're kind to yourself in all the things that you're rushing to do. And when we do our gifts, when we express our music, when we express our dancing while we're doing our tasks that are difficult, what are we doing? We're releasing shock, we're moving our emotions, we're expressing ourselves, and that's what we're here to do, right? Express our unique selves. And it's so exciting how many gifts we have to share with the world. So we're going to get started here. We're going to notice our breath, we're going to notice our heartbeats. And I do see that we have some intentions here. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for all of you today and to explore pacing ourselves, which we always do in class, and to recognize that this is something we can carry through into our lives, not only by doing Qigong throughout the day, but literally by acknowledging that everything we're doing has a pace, and we can acknowledge that And we can pace ourselves and take steps and not rush and create space through the pace. What are your intentions? I see Patrick has given a $5 super chat. Thank you. Blessings to you. And do you have an intention here? Patrick's intention is to not get ahead of myself and steady as I go. Yeah, getting ahead of yourself is dangerous. It is. It hurts that lower back too, because you could trip yourself if you're ahead of yourself. You might trip yourself because you're putting a block in front of yourself. And then how do you walk if you're here and you're there? Uh-uh. And we've got some more intentions here. We've got branches. Our intent is to be enlightened. Is that a picture of you? I've never seen your profile picture. You kind of, you have the same garb as Patrick's super chat right here. Little headband. It's really cool. I like that color. I don't see any intention from board 24/7. Surfing the wave, maybe? Creating your own wave. Let's breathe in our intentions and keep them coming in if you'd like. I'm going to grab my grounding mat over here, my earthing mat. Connecting to that copper frequency to the outside ground, which has fresh lightning energy on it, which is negatively charged, pulling that positive free radical, extra little energies inside of us that don't need to be there, pulling them out of our body. Amazing, energetic, like a magnet, just pulling those toxins out of us. I think grounding in the earth is better because it's like, where do the toxins go when they're on do they just magically disappear with the magnetic connection? Or when we're standing in the dirt, do they alchemize into the soil? I don't know. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Thanks for the thumbs up. Release anything you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Let's go ahead and gently tap the spine on either side and get up to that crown, just the bottom of the skull. And now just the bottom of the head. There's a lot of us in the hippopotamus and the hippocampus. We can camp out in our hippocampus. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, kitty cat's looking over like, yeah, feeling the chi. Going down into those shoulder blades a little bit. And a lot of us have like a jutting out bone in one of these areas because it's like we bend over so much. So just give that a little extra love. Maybe hold your hand over the bone that might be jutting out and just kind of tell that part of your spine, I really support you. I'm sorry I'm working you so hard. I'm sorry I'm disconnecting you from the other spine by singling you out and working you harder than the rest and making you getting ahead of them. Just notice like how when you acknowledge the parts of you that you've been overworking, like how they really appreciate you acknowledging them and they feel relief, kind of like how you feel relief when people acknowledge you. Okay, now we're going to just press on these points right here. There's a point here when you press on it, it's like almost like the funny bone in a way. Not the funny bone, but it's like almost like whoo, like you can snap a tendon like a guitar string and it's like ow. So we're just gonna tap on those areas with a broader thing because it's not as painful. Because right here in it's like the upper lung, heart, meridian area. And, if the shoulders are doing this, when we feel ashamed or scolded or disciplined growing up, then this is going to feel really weird when we tap it because we're going to be releasing that shame. We're going to be releasing that insecurity, the lack of confidence, the lack of being able to pace ourselves because we feel nothing is good enough to certain people. So we feel like we have to rush to get to them because otherwise they will abandon us or something. Oh. We might feel giggly energy because it releases this pain. It releases the obstacles. And so that's what we're doing. We're pacing these fingers, gentle taps, not too fast. That is a good pacing exercise when you vocalize with rhythm. You are helping your whole body pace itself and vibrate instead of feeling stuck. Oh, you're finding space. That's what vocalization is. You are finding space in your body. You're vibrating in that space, that hollowness that feels left out when you vocalize like that, when you express yourself. It is like a vacuum cleaner in a way, finding all the things that don't belong and sucking them up because the good vibration is filling the space where it's hiding. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got to do the lymph cleanse before we move on. You are the only thing that isn't hung on anything, which is the universe. That's an interesting expression. Okay, open up the V and bring that around the opposite ear. So my right hand is around my left ear. Slide that down till you swallow. Woo! And then do a little massage here on your shoulder. Oh, yeah. Find those knots. Or you can just hold a point there. 2 more times. Keep going. Kitty cat wants to say hi. Kitty cat is the definition of pacing. She walks, and then as she's walking, she stretches her leg out. Walk, walk. You know what? I'm going to stretch my leg out before I go further because I can pace myself. One more, and then we'll go to the other side. Which doesn't hang. Where would it hang? It has no place to fall on, even though it many be dropping. There will never be the crash of landing on concrete floor somewhere. The reason for that is because it won't crash below, because it doesn't hang above. Ooh, this is getting really deep. Like it. Yeah, you need space to crash. All right, the other side. Two more times. Take your time, loving those shoulders. Are you massaging yourself, kitty? Oh, that's very interesting. Are you pacing yourself too? Meow meow? Are you pacing yourself? One more time. You want to show everyone your beautiful face? Or your beautiful pace? I have to pace myself when I pick up Kitty because she doesn't like to be picked up. But if I go really slow, then she's like, okay, it's not that bad. Right? I love you, baby. Thanks for saying hi. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna fill our hearts up with some love, with some heart chakra mudra. You can do this sitting or standing. Bring the index finger down to the bottom of the thumb. Connect the thumb to the middle and the ring, and the pinky relaxes out. And you've got that heart chakra mudra going right there. Enjoy. You sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Tiger Lily, Patrick just gave me $5. We'll have to go and get your favorite treat. Thank you, Patrick. Open your heart to you. Baby, you hold the lock and you hold the key. Pace, pace your heart to you. So you don't need a pacemaker. You're the peacemaker. All right, shake it out. I want to do like a weird exercise with your hands where it's kind of like chi walking, where I want you to bring one side up. Oh, I could back up and you can see me. And one down. And then reverse it. Oh, an ad's about to pop up, just so you know. Okay, let's just do that a little bit. Back and forth. Nice and slow, and really complete it till the end. And that is the true benefit of pacing, is that you can finish something all the way to the end and then retract. fully express, and then fully retract. Okay, shake that out. Shake, 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 shake. I am drinking a combination of lemon juice, grapefruit, stevia Celsius, and watermelon Waterloo sparkling water, and it's really good. I would say this is probably the best summer spritzer around. I love grapefruit combos. I love grapefruit essential oil combined with chamomile essential oil. Chamomile is such an amazing essential oil. All right, beautiful people. Now we're going to take the hands and we're going to lean them this way. Stop them. Bring them back and back forward. Then the other way. Lift. Come this way. All the way. Then bring them back. Lifting the hands. Nice and slow. And then back down. And then the other way. Travel across the body. I guess, like the further hands a little bit higher. Come back with the hands. And then forward. And the other side of the body. Back. And back down. And travel the other direction. And back. Ahoy, mate! And down. Relax the fingers and come to the other side. Lift those hands up. Lean back a little bit. And forward. And bring your hands across. Lean back. And forward. And one more time. And back. And forward. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out. Shake, 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 So let's talk a little bit more before we do our next motion, our next movement. What am I talking about? Pacing ourselves. I just want to really encourage you, when you have a task to do that you know is really good for you, exercising, doing the dishes, practicing whatever you need to practice. The trick to not talking yourself out of doing it, because that little devil inside you is going to be like, just Be lazy. Just don't do it today. Don't make yourself a healthy meal. Let's go to a fast food place. Like, honestly, the trick is to find the pace. That's why it really helps to work out to music. Music is like a pacemaker. Like, you basically need a pacemaker to do these things if you're resisting them. If you're not resisting them, awesome. You're inspired. Catch that wave. Cool. But it's don't if you're not inspired, don't feel bad about yourself. Just be like, okay, let me find a pacemaker for this. Let me find a catalyzer. Because once you get into it, it feels good. It's just the catalyst of like not wanting to do it. Like once you start doing it, you know, you feel amazing because you're doing something that's good for you. Once you start eating those bag of pretzels, you don't feel amazing. So again, this is a spin-off from the temptation class. It's like when you do that temptation, it's not nurturing you, but you don't need motivation to do the temptation. That's another way it's a temptation is that nothing is standing in your way from doing it. You don't have any obstacles like except your own self-control. Otherwise, it's just a slide. You can slide down and it's easy. It's easy to do a temptation. It's hard to do a healthy pace with things. It's harder. It takes more self-control, but it feels better in the long run. So, we're gonna really slow down and just do one pose. And honestly, it can be any pose. Ready position is a great one to feel it. But if you feel it like this, we're just gonna hold one pose for a moment. And we're just gonna do it as long as you want. I mean, maximum 5 minutes, I would say, on this exercise. And then if you feel like that pose, you don't feel the chi anymore, then go to another pose. But generally, a really good one to start with is ready position, where your feet are shoulder width apart and your hands are facing back and your shoulders are relaxed and your rib cage is lifted and your knees are slightly bent. It's like chewing slowly when you're eating. So many of us just want to scarf things down our mouth because we only have like a 20-minute break at work, but that makes us burp. We don't digest as well. Holding this one position for up to 5 minutes. If you stop feeling the chi, or if you want to try to feel the chi and you don't feel the chi at all, then you can try lifting your hands and holding them across from each other because that sometimes magnetizes that chi so it's more palpable. And just hold it where you feel it. And relax your face, a little smile. Four more minutes. Really feel that webbing of your feet opening up and sinking into the ground. Feel like this energy is like blowing you up like a balloon, helping you float above your feet in a way, but being grounded at the same time. We forget how standing completely still is an incredible catalyst for things just falling out of you that you don't need, because it's our own turbulence within that attracts more turbulence. And when we create more stillness, the turbulence leaves us like falling leaves. 5 minute standing Qigong is an incredible daily practice. I recommend doing it 3 times a day. Patrick, you are so sweet with all your super chats. Thank you. Glad you got some. You are so cute, meow meow. Yay. Well, I think we should go 1 more minute with this ready position because I had to break it to close the door on the siren. And I want to feel the full 5 minutes. We're going to go 7 minutes. We're going to go till 2:19. Well, it's different for you because there's a little lag. So I know this is controversial, but I think that's one of the magic qualities of cannabis. I think both the nutrition of hemp seeds and the psychedelic effects and some of the body high effects and the solidified CBD effects is about changing the vibration to a more pacing ourselves vibration so that we really can get out the turbulence and become more carefree. Baby, baby. You're okay, baby, baby. You're okay, baby, baby. You're okay. You want to pace yourselves with us? No? You just want to go outside so badly, huh? Yeah, I know. But I'm in ready position. I can't move right now. I'm pacing myself. I need to stay still to benefit. It is 2:19 though. 30 more seconds. Do not let the meow meows disturb your concentration. The meow meows of your inner child and all your friends saying, do this, do that. Help me, help me. Lift your energy up. Okay. Good job. Shake it out. I would never forget about you, you pretty girl. All right, because pace sounds so much like pacemaker. It makes you think of the heart. So we're going to do some heart exercises because pacing ourselves has a lot to do with the health of our hearts. when we rush, it's actually really bad for our hearts. Pretty much anything we do that's not pacing ourselves is affecting our heart. It's flooding out our heart. It's shocking our heart. It's feeding our heart bad energy. Thank you, Mr. Mustachio. Yes, please like and subscribe. I have not even asked for donations today, which I'm supposed to do so I can, you know, what's the word? Make sure I could still pay for all my website stuff and blah 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 blah. Um Living. So here we go. Let me grab that link. Um it should be in a video. It should be in the video. Wow, there's so many places I have not posted this. I need to get better at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, where's my donation link? And this link basically connects to like all the different ways that you can donate to my channel. There it is. So it's got the Patreon, which I'm about to send my free track to all the Patreons today. You get a monthly check for either $5 or $10 a month, but even just $1 a month, you get to see like secret videos that I don't share with anyone else if you do the Patreon. And there's also Cash App and Venmo links and PayPal links, and I think Zelle is in there too. So there's a lot of ways you can donate, even just $1 today. It would make my day. But I'm committed to share these free classes because I know some of you don't have the monetary means. But yeah, if you want to reciprocate in another way, you can share this video with a friend and be like, hey, I think you should check this out. It might be good for your heart. We're going to do the crane movement, which is bringing the knee up and raising your wings. Try to stay centered in your body as you do this, like your head is over your butt. And then you come down and you cross your wrists. And you can do the other knee. And you come down gently on the feet. I'm going back and forth because, I have to stay in front of the screen. But you can like go in a circle. And relax your face so you can smile. Another thing you can really pace yourself on is that self-criticism. You can just bring that to a halt with your ready stance. You can just bring that to a stillness. No need to self-criticize at all. You're beautiful, you're capable, you're amazing. Anytime you have a self-critical thought, like diminish that thought, like fight it back, like into the corner with your stillness. Fly away like the crane. Pace yourself with that self-criticism. Mace it. Get it out of your shoulder blade, that self-criticism. Make sure you're completing the movements, not rushing the end. And when we talk this week, are you rushing the end of your sentence? That's what we do a lot in voice coaching. We do a lot of noticing, you might be very clear with your first phrase, but once you get to the end of the sentence, you speed up and people don't understand what you are saying. So it might help to slow down at the end of your sentence so you don't rush it. All right, so now we're going to reverse. We're going to bring the knee up as you cross the wrist, and then spread the wings as you bring your feet down. Cross your hands at the wrists, and then bring the foot down as you spread your wings. Find the beauty in every muscle of your body. There's a network of life energy. That's what your body is. Every single vein, every single muscle, joint, artery, nerve, they are all working together to carry your life force energy everywhere you go. Out your eyeballs, out your nose, your mouth, your ears, every single cell in your body is working together to bring life energy to you and to the world through you. Keep going. Okay. You can get out of that movement. I am curious to know what movement that you've done in any of my classes do you feel like you're not bringing all the way to the end of it? Like you might be carrying it out, but then not really finishing it to its potential limit. Instead, you're kind of cheating yourself the full movement and you're making it shorter than it can be. You're making it quicker than it can be. You're not going to the finish line. Are there any forms I've done where you feel like you're just not carrying out the movement as far as it can be? Let's just explore that with some chi walking. So we're lifting both of our wrists. You've reached the wall of that movement. That's as high as you're going to go. Notice that you've reached that. You flip the hands up as you lift the foot. You bring the hands down and you bring them all the way across. And then the other foot lifts, but keep bringing the hands out till they reach the maximum they can go. Don't rush and go the other direction. That is the trick, is to not go the other direction until you've reached the limit, the wall on the other side. That is how you know you've reached the wall, is that you haven't rushed the movement back the other direction. You keep going this direction until the very last moment. And then you come back the other direction. Beautiful. Can it go further? If not, then go the other direction. But if you can go further, allow yourself to go further. Explore all the territory. Leave no rock unturned. So if you're resistant to doing a task that you need to do, one very simple way that you can create a pacemaker for it and pace yourself is to literally say, I'm only going to do this for 15 minutes. And that is like a hug. That's like someone holding space for you, saying, okay, can I just vent to you for 15 minutes? And then they know that there's a time limit, so they're not going to be drained or trauma dumped on, because there's a boundary. So when you give yourself a boundary, it helps you do what you need to do and not feel like you're going to be stuck in it forever. And then once you start doing it, it's usually fine. Like you can spend an hour doing it instead of 15 because it was the catalyst you needed just to time yourself. The ads are going to run in about 30 seconds, just so you know. You can get a drink, some hydration, go to the bathroom. Another thing you can visualize to help you know that you've done the movement all the way is that as you're moving that energy all the way to one side, it's almost like you can empty the tension, empty the muscles. So all you feel is energy. And it's almost like you can feel the energy move you. And just the concept of like when I'm going this way, I'm emptying the energy out of my right foot. Empty, 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 empty. And only when it's completely empty do I put it back down to start filling up again. And now we start emptying out the left foot. Empty, empty, empty. And then bring it back down. And that is like giving you a full cleanse. It's like if you have a drawer in your fridge that you're cleaning out, empty it first. Otherwise, you can't get all the gunk up. Don't try to clean around the celery. Get everything out of the drawer. Ah, and it's a relief. Now you can fully clean it. Now you've completely got every little dirt off. Dirt speck. Letting go is a big part of pacing yourself. Letting go of everything else but what you're focused on in the moment. We'll just do a couple more of these. All right. Good job with all that chi walking. Okay, so let's do some blooms now. So blooms are for your heart, your pelvis area, your knees, your shoulders, your brain. And we're going to bloom that heart. The heart energy is very much connected to your brain, your mind. If you feel like you have too much on your mind and you need to mind yourself, do some heart work, heart Qigong meridian work. For example, you can just squeeze your wrist. This is where the meridian lines are for the heart constrictor and the pericardium, which protect your heart. And so just squeezing your wrist like this alone literally helps you to stop overthinking about things. You know, there's this ancient expression, you know, pulling your brother out of the grave. And this is this is the movement that you do with each other, you know, like that's the secret handshake. You're just like, you know, we got to pull each other out of the grave. You know, we got to wake each other up. And it's no coincidence that this is the meridian that's being massaged, that's being stimulated, which is protecting your heart. So you feel that love, so you feel that protection. So you know you're not alone. And then specifically, you can bring that thumb down to about like 3 fingers below the wrist. And there's a nice acupressure point there, both on the inside and the outside. On the outside, there's actually a lot of muscular knots that are easily caused in that area because of the tendons and the muscles that interconnect across each other. So you can just do this for a moment before we get into the blooms. Rub, 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 rub. And the other side. And you could do that with your friends. You know, you could start doing that secret handshake, because just doing that secret handshake every time you see each other um, is like giving energy to each other's hearts. So we feel more protected, more loved. So we wake up to the awareness of ourself. Okay, so we're going to bring those thumbs down until you kind of feel like those muscles are going to not have space between them anymore. About 3 fingers below the wrist. And you're just going to do little massage circles or just hold it. Get in there. I think what I'll do is I'm going to sing you guys a song if you make it to the end of class. I'll do a live song for you. Because for some reason, I think, well, there's 2 songs that I think would be really good for this class that I sing. One of them is called Free Thinking. And one of the ways that I practice, one of my secrets to preparing for different gigs that I have, is I sing and trampoline at the same time. And I play the metronome. And so I'm basically ingraining rhythm into myself. And believe me, I still have a long way to go. I am no master. And so I'll like run to the space, to the pace of the rhythm, and I'll play to the metronome. And anyway, so I was singing Free Thinking in that way. And I was like, wow, that really works with the topic of pace yourself. Something about that song. I don't remember what it is exactly, but I thought to myself, I want to sing it to y'all today. Oh, okay. Enough of that. Let's do some blooms. Even though I kind of think we should rotate our ankles a little bit, because I know there's a lot of you that are on your feet all day. So let's just do an ankle roll in one direction and then the other direction. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you even just saying hi. I know some of you are just popping in and out. So thank you. Means a lot to me. All right, and the other side, rotate that ankle. And the other direction. Okay, both feet together and knees together, and do a little more rotating of those hips. Open up those hips. And I know a lot of you guys out there have a lot of limited like movements, just, you know, because your hips are built differently than women. They don't, you know, flow as much, but just be patient with yourselves. You know, a lot of it is the IT bands being really, really, really tight. So you might want to like tap the sides of your thighs, and that might help you get more movement. You know, just do the best you can. And also, some of you just might feel weird, like, oh, this is girly. So just remember how good it is for your muscles. Okie dokie schmoky. Actually, this take a moment and do this pressure point. Can you see me? Right here. Okay. Do that on either side. That is a really good pressure point to press right there on both sides at the same time. And then you can also lean into it back and forth and get a nice massage in that hip flexor. And then it should make your movements a little bit bigger. You release the tension there. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Let's do some blooms. Bringing the hands down to the thighs. You bend your knees. Now remember to keep your head right on top of your shoulders, right on top of your hips as you bend down. And then you open up into a flower that is blooming. Okay, relax the big toe. Mine wants to curl under for some reason. And then you come back down to the thighs. Not touching the thighs, but you can touch them if you want. You don't have to. And then you bloom however high you want to. Go as high as you want or as low as you want. If you just feel like going up to the eye level, that's fine. If you feel like going up to the sky level, that's fine. And then you sink back down. Feel your heart blooming as you do this movement. Feel the power of your heart. Feel the stillness in your column from head to the bottom of your bottom. We're going to do one more, maybe two more. Last one. Good job. Okay, I think we've done a lot today. Are there any questions or anything you want to share about class today? I'm going to go refill on my drink while we see if any questions pop up because there's like a 3-minute lag. I just want to remind you also that when you do learn to practice in a column, you tend to walk that way too, and you will just appear taller and you will carry yourself in a taller way. Because you see, when we aren't aligned like this, then we're like that. And you see how it removes height from you? Like it doesn't seem like it does because we're like that's what being ahead of yourself does is it angles you forward. And that's why it hurts your lower back. Like if you just stand here and do that. Okay, so here's your column. Now lean forward. Notice you're straining your lower back to keep yourself lifted off the floor. Notice you're straining the back of your neck to keep yourself lifted off the floor. If you just keep your head over your hips, it's almost like your abdomen area is actually lifting you up. Your lower back doesn't even have to work, and neither does your neck. But it might feel like you're falling back because your abs aren't developed enough because you're so used to using your lower back to walk. So that's why just doing your sit-ups every day and like doing something for your abdomen every day will actually also help you use your abdomen every time you're walking instead of depending on that lower back, which is working too hard, which causes lower back pain. Okay. So I don't see any questions about movement. We're just going to go ahead and do the foot massage to end class. Okay. So find a comfortable seat And we are going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction and then pull the toe away from the foot. And yeah. I'm going to check my email, see if anyone has a question there. All right, now rotate the whole ankle. And rub the bottom of the feet. Pull the toes back, rub the bottom of the feet, and rub between the toes. And now find a point on the foot or under the foot and hold that for 20 seconds. And you can also keep massaging your feet if you want. Okay, now come under the knee and find a point a little bit on under the knee, about like 2 or 3 fingers on the inside of the leg. That's a nice acupressure point for pain relief. Hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, tap, tap, tap. And now above the knee on the outside of the leg, about 4 or 5 fingers above that, you'll find another point for pain relief because it'll feel slightly painful to press it, but not too painful. You don't want to be hurting yourself here, causing black and blues. And tap down and up. Okay, let's go to the other side. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction. Then pull the toe away from the foot. The other song about pacing yourself is Love Shock, because shock is a big component in us resisting pacing ourselves. We're in a shocked state. We can't pace ourselves. We can only go like this. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of your feet. And rub between the toes. Stretch them out a little bit. And find a point, an acupressure point on your foot. Hold that for 20 seconds. Okay. And give yourself a little massage on your foot. Give your foot some love. And 4 or 5 fingers under the knee on the inside of the leg. Hold a point there for 20 seconds or so. Answering a question. Alrighty, now we're going to go above the knee. Oh, there's going to be an ad in a few seconds. About 4 or 5 fingers above the knee, and we're going to find a point there. 20 seconds. And then you're going to get serenaded. You caught me. I'm working on something really exciting. I'm just gonna tell you it's a music video. We're working on edits behind the scenes. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Tap up and down. And brush. 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 All right. Tap the bottom of the feet. We're gonna go ahead and bow out. And then I'll sing you some songs. Actually, I'll sing you songs and then we'll bow out. So first, I'm just gonna play Love Shock. Hopefully you can hear it okay, and I'll put the link also so you can just pull it up. I think it'll be healing for you to hear this. Ooh, kitty cat wants to be a part of this. Huh, I can't find it. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? I'm still in class. See, she comes right in time. She knows my class is over at 3. She's like, why are you still doing it? I paced myself to be here right at 3. I think it might be called free something. Let's just look at the Sunday songwriting playlist. I hear you, honey. I hear you. I hear you. Is it only love allowed? Thanks for your patience, y'all. Oh, yeah. I think it's this one. Maybe not. Hmm. It's not show. I don't think this is it. I'm so silly. So, I thought it was called Love Shock because that's, like, what I sing in it, but I guess it's not called that. So, alright, I'm gonna grab ukulele and sing you a song to end class. Here we go. We live in a world where loneliness is a bigger crisis than any virus can ever be. Can we find immunity in our community? Sharing our heart stories, our falls, our glories. Community is our immunity. Outside of religions, we can make decisions with our visions. Free thinking. He's drinking. She's choking. We're choking on thinking. He's thinking, they're thinking we're broken. Come together now. Don't know how, but we can try. We can try. Ooh. We live in a world where homelessness is a bigger crisis than any virus can ever be. Can we find humanity in all our profanity? Can we find priority for a life with quality? Sharing our resources shouldn't have to force this. Community is our immunity. Outside of religion, we can make decisions with our visions. Outside of religion, we can make decisions with our visions. Hopefully that exemplified pacing yourself. I didn't do it the whole time, but a lot of the song I did. And when I was pacing myself, you could feel a certain energy come out of it, like a healing energy, like an energy of this is an infinite moment that can hold anything you want. It's like a magical bowl of magical cosmic goo that can transform into many forms. If that makes sense. Thank you for coming to class today. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Give yourselves a high five and me 5 and me a high 20. And yeah, if you missed Monday, it is still up. All the classes are still up. There's like 200. And what else can I say? This Saturday, I will be at Morningside Farmers Market, 9:30 a.m. In Virginia Highlands, and it's linked on Aviva and the Flying Penguins.com. I will put my website up there, so you can just click on there and go to the tour tab to see where I'm playing. I play also every Saturday at Golden Drops Cafe. And as soon as I get 2,500 subscribers, it'll probably be this Sunday that I do that, unless I've got something else going on. I will go live with a concert for like an hour here. So like the good old Sunday night lives that we did during the, the lockdown times. So please help me if you can get 300 more subscribers so we can have a live show here together. And have a beautiful day. And I'll see you Monday for class, 11:30.